Hello everyone and welcome back to the SteemTrail Gaming News. Today is the 1st January 2018. My name is Kralizec and I will be your host for this evening. So first of all, Happy New Year everybody. I hope you will all have a great gaming year. Really excited for this year. It should be a fun year. But today we're going to talk about what happened yesterday in the gaming world. So first we're going to talk about the fact that the Nintendo Switch seems to be the best selling console of 2017. Then the fact that Platinum Games seems to be developing 2 new games. And last of all, we're going to take a look at the 12 most profitable games on Steam. But let's begin with Nintendo. And yeah, it seems the Switch is the best-selling console of 2017. So actually, it seems the Nintendo Switch is among the top 5 best-selling electronic products of 2017, and that's an amazing feat. It's up there with things like the Apple Watch, Amazon Echo Dot, Samsung Galaxy, and the iPhone. So apparently it seems the Switch has sold roughly 15 million units in its first year. Man, those are some impressive numbers, like really impressive. I think a lot of people suspect that the Switch will be pretty successful, but not so many people actually suspected how actually successful it will be. We talked pretty recently about the fact that it was the best-selling ever first-year console in Japan, and that was just an indicator of how well the Switch actually did. It pretty much found a niche at the market where nobody was before, and filled it completely. It's something Nintendo is not really good at usually. Usually they put on products that aren't that really interesting. But they managed to do it the second time because it's pretty much the same thing what they did with the Wii. You know, there was a niche on the market that wasn't filled by either Microsoft or Sony at that moment, and they said, "Oh, we could make like a console where you could actually play with some casual friends," and that's what they did. And the Switch is also filling a very specific niche. It's obviously not filling the same niche as the Wii because it's a quite different console, but it is filling a niche that was really looking to be filled. And that is a console you can use both at home and on the go. Few companies have actually tried to fill this niche before, but most of them focused primarily on mobile gaming. While Nintendo actually took their time and made both parts of the console very good. Both home playing and playing on the go. And that's what makes the Switch really unique, and particularly for Asian markets, filling a niche that consumers were really looking for. And all I really got to say is congratulations Nintendo, you did it again. Secondly, today we're going to talk about Platinum Games working on 2 new games. These are actually going to be self-published and probably going to end up on the PC. Yes! And we don't really know much about them. There was just some information from head of developer Atsushi Inaba, who said that they are working on 2 games that will be somewhere between AAA titles and indie titles. So I'm going to say they're going to be those so-called AA titles with good production value but also not such a high budget. And what really can only guess about these at the moment is the fact that, well, they're probably going to be action games, as Platinum Games with Bayonetta, that's really what they do well. So hopefully they manage to deliver some more amazing products. And last of all, it's time to take a look at the 12 most earning games on Steam. So these are all obviously PC games, but let's take a look at them. So we don't have these really in order, as I realize. Sorry about that. But let's take a look at them anyway. So, H1Z1, pretty obvious, you know. People like these sort of games, especially because it has a Battle Royale mode. It's one of the original ones there. Next up is Witcher 3. And yes, this game certainly deserves the spot, one of the best earners. Though I'm a bit surprised, it's not really new anymore, so kudos. Then we have Divinity Original Sin 2. This one pretty much surprises me. I was always thinking this was sort of a bit more of a niche market. Next up, it's Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah, obviously Rainbow Six Siege has, after a bit of a rocky start, taking off pretty big. Then there's Dota 2. What really more to add? Ark Survival Evolved. Surprised, really. I didn't expect Ark to be here. Next up is Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Same what you can say. It's same case as with Dota 2. Then we have GTA 5. Man, GTA 5 is just going strong. Like, seriously. I think the fact that it's still earning this much money actually means that we will have to wait at least 2, maybe even 3 years until we hear something about GTA 6. Which sort of makes me sad, but I don't enjoy GTA games anymore as I used to. I know, they always seem to be slanted toward a bit of a different market than what I play these days. But next up is a game I'm really glad is here. That's Rocket League. Yes, good. Rocket League was the surprise hit at the time, and very deservingly so, and I'm really glad that the developers are actually making some good money. Third from the end is Warframe. Again, this is a great game with tons and tons and tons of content, though it still could use some bit of a streamlining, especially for the onboarding process, as getting into Warframe isn't the easiest thing. Then, something that will surprise nobody, that's PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Yeah, it's PUBG. It's the thing right now. And last of all, it's Ghost Recon Wildlands. And this one sort of surprised me, as I didn't think it actually was that much of a big deal for most people. So those were the 12 most earning games. You can see that it's actually a fair balance between free-to-play games and paid-to-play games. And that's good. And it actually shows that if you don't want to spend a ton of money on gaming, you can find something. And even the games where you don't necessarily have to pay to play them do provide a nice source of income for the developers if they have good games and a good business model. So hopefully more companies in the industry will pick up on this and will focus on providing good quality gameplay and a decent business model. Not like some company which name shall not be spoken. And with that being said, it's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's news. If you did, please consider giving us a thumbs up here on YouTube and subscribing to our channel. If you are watching this on Steam, give us an upvote and follow our blog, as we will be your source of daily news every single day, even in the year 2018. Either way, be sure to leave a comment, because we really appreciate those. And see you guys later with more gaming content.